How's it going, guys? It's K Cars, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about the Challenger replacement vehicle. I know I did tell you guys in previous videos that I would not actually reveal what the Challenger replacement vehicle is until we actually took delivery of that vehicle. You guys probably know how that goes. Once you special order a vehicle, then you just get very excited and way too impatient, so I just wanted to make this video and kind of reveal the actual vehicle that we got. So before we actually talk about that and talk about all the details and what kind of spec that I got for this vehicle, I want to give you guys a quick backstory. So if you guys have been following along with the channel and the videos for the past few months here, then you guys know that my Dodge Challenger ScatPack that I used to have actually got stolen about probably half a year ago maybe. And once I actually got it back, I decided to actually sell that car and replace it with what we were actually going to be talking about today. So the Dodge Challenger ScatPack replacement is indeed a brand new 2023 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. So I know you guys probably, most of you guys probably did see that coming if you guys have been following along with the videos, because I was trying to choose between the Wrangler 392 and a Camaro ZL1 1LE, and I made a whole video talking about, you know, my whole decision process and the pros and cons of each of those vehicles. But of course, in the end, I decided to go with the Jeep because, you know, as you guys know, I definitely am a Jeep guy, and I also love V8s as well. And of course, right now, the only vehicle that I have is my Jeep Cherokee XJ, which we're currently sitting in. So I think the Jeep Wrangler 392 is going to be an amazing addition to my XJ right here as well, and also a very good replacement to the Challenger ScatPack too. So of course the Jeep Wrangler 392 kind of combines both of those vehicles, like my XJ as well as the Challenger ScatPack. Of course, it has the same exact engine, the 392 6.4 liter V8, and then of course with the Jeep Wrangler, it's obviously extremely off-road capable. It kind of combines my two interests very well into one vehicle, kind of like an all-in-one package with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. And of course, Dodge and kind of like Stellantis, whatever you want to call them, they of course announced that they are discontinuing all of their Hemi V8s after 2023. I decided to go ahead and just pull the trigger and get the last year V8 that's possible, and probably the most desirable one too, because as you guys know, with the Wranglers, they were not V8s. The last V8 in the Wrangler was from the CJ, I believe, which was way in the past. So I definitely do think that the Jeep Wrangler 392 is one of the most desirable V8s from Stellantis because it's such a limited run of productions. If you look at vehicles like the Challenger and the Charger, you know, they've always been a V8, and you know, of course they do have more power than the 392, like the Hellcat, for example, and the Red Eye and the Demon. So those are also very cool vehicles, and of course they will be extremely desirable once those actually get discontinued and replaced with EVs. But I really do think that the V8 Jeep Wrangler is going to be even more desirable because of the fact that it hasn't been a V8 ever since the CJ. So let's go ahead and talk about the actual specs of the Jeep that I got. Not just any old 392 Wrangler, it's actually the one with the Xtreme Recon package. So if you guys aren't too familiar with that, it basically includes 35-inch tires, whereas the normal 392 comes with 33s. Also comes with 456 gears to accommodate those larger tires, and the suspension is also a little bit higher than the standard 392 as well. So of course, if you're getting a 392, I would definitely recommend going for the Xtreme Recon package because it already comes, you know, basically ready to go out of the box straight from the factory. Now of course, the standard 392 with the 33s and the standard suspension, I think, you know, it's obviously going to be very capable as well, but I really do think that the Xtreme Recon package makes it look a whole lot better, and it's probably going to perform a whole lot better as well. And then as for the color that I got, I ended up going with Hydro Blue. I think that's a very good looking color for the Jeep, and it's gonna, you know, be a very unique, stand out a lot, and it's just a super bright color in my opinion. They do have quite a few different color options for the Jeep Wrangler 392, such as, I think it's called Snazberry, which is kind of like a purplish type color. They also have like a military green, and I don't know exactly what it's called, but it looks like Destroyer Gray, which is also a very cool color. Also Firecracker Red looks pretty cool as well. So, you know, they really do have some pretty cool options as far as colors go for the 392 Wrangler. But in the end, I decided to go with Hydro Blue because I think it just looks the best in my opinion. So along with the color, I also wanted to talk about some of the options that I ended up going with and some of the options that were no longer available whenever I actually placed the order. But to be honest, I didn't really go too crazy with my Jeep order. Of course, the Xtreme Recon package comes with most of the upgrades that I wanted to get, but along with the Xtreme Recon package, I also did want to get the front integrated off-road camera, the headliner, as well as the trailer tow package. Now unfortunately, the only option that I was able to get was the Xtreme Recon package and the trailer tow package. For some reason, they were out of the front cameras and the headliner, so I just went ahead and ordered it without those two options. Now, there also are a bunch of other like roof options and like half door options that I just didn't really see myself wanting to get those and spend the extra few $1,000s on that. In my opinion, the standard hardtop that the Wranglers come with, standard, is pretty much all I was looking for. Now, the fancy SkyTop One Touch roof, whatever they're calling that option, you can basically hit a button and it'll remove the entire roof, kind of like a convertible. Now, I didn't go for that option because I feel like it's, you know, it might be more prone to leaking. You guys probably know Wranglers are known for having leaks from the roof, so I didn't do that option. And another reason for that is because it kind of seems like it could be a little bit easier to break the roof, and then you could be stuck with not being able to remove the roof at all. Whereas with the standard 3-piece Freedom Top roof, basically all you have to do is unscrew a few screws and it'll literally just lift right off. So I feel like, you know, it may be a little bit less convenient to have to actually manually take the roof off, but in the end, I just think it's safer, and you know, there's really nothing you can break with that. So that's kind of the reason why I decided to go with the standard hardtop roof over the SkyTop One Touch roof. Now, they also do have options for, I believe, a soft top as well. Now, I didn't want to get that because it's super easy to break into, and as you guys know, with my experience of getting the Challenger stolen, I really don't want to risk anything like that happening ever again. Of course, I didn't want to get the soft top roof, and also it's a little bit less insulated than the hard top as well, and a little bit more noisy as well. So that's kind of my reasoning for not getting the soft top. And then for some of the other options, they had like half doors, I believe, where if you want to remove the doors, like the full standard doors, you can replace those with half doors. And basically you could just have like from the window down, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But if I'm going to do that, I'll just go completely doorless, which is, you know, also very cool as well. So that's kind of my reasoning for the options that I got. And you know, it's kind of weird that they, I guess, like ran out of the headliner and the front cameras. You know, to be honest, I really wouldn't have used the front camera for what it's actually meant to be used for. But it's one of those things where, you know, if you're going to be buying a super expensive Jeep Wrangler Rubicon like that, I might as well spend the extra like $695 and, you know, get the front camera just because it's cool. Like I said, realistically, I really wouldn't be using that camera for actual off-road purposes. I would use it to, you know, if I'm parking somewhere, I could use the front camera to see how close I could get. Because usually if I'm parking in a tight spot, for example, I have to get out and look in front to see how much farther I can go before hitting, you know, the wall or the sign that's in front of me. So, you know, that probably would have been a good use for that front camera, just so I wouldn't have to, you know, get out a few times to see how much farther I can drive up. But really, other than that, I don't really see myself using the front camera for actual off-road purposes, unless I was doing some kind of extreme rock crawling. But it's just one of those things where it'd be cool to have, and you know, for a super desirable Jeep like that, the last year that they're going to make them, it's just something that I wanted to have to make sure it's fully loaded. But you know, if they were out of them, then I just had to order it without the camera. So not a huge deal, obviously. But then for the headliner, that kind of surprised me even more, because I really would not expect headliner to be, I guess, out of stock. I guess one good thing is that since I was not able to actually add that option to my Jeep, I can just get a headliner from quadratech.com or any other off-road Jeep website for a lot cheaper than it would have been to actually order it with the Jeep itself from the factory. So that's the one positive, is that I'll be able to do the headliner, and it's going to be much cheaper as well. That's pretty much the whole rundown of the Jeep that I'm getting. And the one unfortunate part about this whole thing is that they told me it's going to be 5 to 6 months before it actually gets delivered and before I can actually take it home. So I keep checking the vehicle tracking website on Jeep every single day, and it hasn't moved at all. It's been about a month and a half since I actually placed the order for the Jeep, and I've been checking the website every single day, and it's been saying order confirmed. Now it still has like 5 or 6 steps to go before it actually gets delivered. So basically it has to be, you know, order confirmed, which is already confirmed. After that, it has to be scheduled for production. After that, it has to be being built. After that, it's built, and then shipped, and then delivered. So a few more steps, and definitely a few more months to go before I can actually take delivery of the Jeep. but you know, I'm definitely going to be super impatient, and I definitely will be giving you guys updates as soon as I hear anything back. Now, it's been about a month and a half, and I still don't even have a VIN number for my Jeep. Of course, I do have a vehicle order number, which I can use to actually track the status of the Jeep, but as of right now, the only thing I know is that the order has been confirmed. Hopefully once it actually gets scheduled for production, that's when I'll actually be able to receive the VIN number, but I have no clue when that's going to happen. But like I said, that's the whole rundown of my brand new Jeep, and I'm super excited. And you know, like I said, I definitely was not planning on actually revealing the whole spec and all the details of the whole vehicle that I was getting to replace the Challenger, but I figured since I talked about it in my previous videos, you guys probably all knew what I was getting anyways, so I might as well go ahead and reveal the whole build and, you know, hopefully get you guys excited for when it comes in as well, because I know I definitely am very excited. And I also kind of want to touch on why I decided to go with the Jeep instead of, you know, another Challenger or the Camaro, for example. Now, I really do feel like with the Jeep, like I said, it's the best of both worlds. I can take it off-roading, drive it anywhere that I want to. Since it's a 392 with 470 horsepower, I can also take it to the track and have some fun with it there as well. Now, one downside is that the top speed is actually limited to, I believe it's like 112 miles an hour. It's either that or 99, but you know, 0 to 60 is supposed to be 4.5 seconds, which for the Challenger ScatPack, it was 4.2. And for the quarter mile, it's supposed to do that in like mid to high 12s, I believe. So I don't know how it's going to do that if the top speed is, you know, 99. It's probably going to top out right at the quarter mile, and that's something cool that I'm very excited to actually test out and see how it actually stacks up in a drag race against actual muscle cars. So of course with the Jeep, I'll be able to do a whole lot more. I'll have a whole lot more freedom with that as opposed to the Camaro or the Challenger. Now, you know, I'll be able to go off-roading, I'll be able to take it to the track, like I said, and, you know, kind of part of the reason that I wanted to get the Jeep over a actual muscle car like a Camaro or another Challenger was because, you know, I feel like I just have so much more freedom with the Jeep, and I enjoy my Jeep Cherokee XJ right here. And, you know, adding a V8 to a Wrangler, I think that'll just make it a whole new vehicle and open it up to a whole new kind of like hobby, I guess. Also, to be able to enjoy a Camaro ZL1 1LE, I would have to take it to the track, because if you guys know, the Camaro ZL1 with the 1LE package is the xtreme track package. So that basically means that it's just a strict track car. So I'd have to pay probably like $300 for a track day to actually be able to fully enjoy that car. And it would be super impractical to drive around the city, especially in stop and go traffic where there's really no room to actually open it up and take it to its full potential. Whereas with a Jeep, you can pretty much drive it anywhere. I could drive it on, you know, some back roads, some forest roads, and just, you know, explore different areas, which I definitely enjoy doing that with my XJ here. But, you know, unfortunately with my 20-year-old XJ here, I don't really like taking it on super long trips. Of course, with the 392 Wrangler, I'm not going to have to be worried about taking it on long trips and taking it on, you know, farther out drives and just exploring more areas. So I really do think that it's going to be a lot more fun to have that Jeep Wrangler 392. Going to be able to do a whole lot more with that. And there's also a few off-road trails around here that are, you know, a lot cheaper to actually enjoy that Jeep with, as opposed to paying $300 for a track day to enjoy the Camaro ZL1 1LE. Now, I did talk about this in my previous videos, but basically for the off-road trail, it's $30 for an annual pass versus like $300 per day if I wanted to go to a track with the Camaro. And then also the track is probably like 4 hours away versus the off-road trail is about 1 hour away. So definitely do think that the Jeep is going to be a whole lot more enjoyable for what I want to do. And of course, you know, we're still going to be able to race people because of course it's a 392, 470 horsepower. So I definitely would like to take it to the track and kind of see how it stacks up against actual muscle cars, and definitely do think it'd be very cool to see how it actually performs. And then of course off-roading as well, so we're going to be able to do a whole lot more with that Jeep, take it on some more trips, do some more exploring. Of course, since they did tell me 5 to 6 months, I should be getting that Jeep right in the middle of winter, so hopefully we get a whole bunch of snow and we can kind of test out how the 392 does in a snowstorm, because as you guys know, I did release 2 videos of driving my XJ in a snowstorm about a year ago, and that was honestly my favorite video that I've ever filmed because I absolutely love driving in the snow. And this thing performed, you know, amazing if you guys remember that video. And I'm very excited to see how the Wrangler 392 will perform as well. So yeah, it should be a whole bunch of fun. And Just wanted to give you guys this quick little video update and talk about and actually reveal what the Challenger replacement is going to be. And I know I told you guys I wouldn't be revealing it, but I'm very impatient and super excited, and hopefully revealing this will also get you guys excited for the future content with that Jeep as well. Definitely kind of unfortunate that we have to wait about half a year for the Jeep to actually get here, but I do think it'll be worth the wait. It's also kind of weird that I wasn't able to get the front camera or the headliner, but like I said, I really wouldn't be using the front camera for what it's actually made to use. It's just one of those things that I wanted to have because it's cool. And then for the headliner, of course, I can just buy that from Quadratech or any other Jeep website. It will be a little bit cheaper to do it that way than if I ordered it with the actual Jeep option. Like I said, just wanted to give you guys this quick little video update on where we're at with the Challenger replacement. And if you guys haven't seen my previous videos talking about how the Challenger got stolen, definitely go check those out. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure to drop those down in the comment section below. And if you guys have any video suggestions for videos you'd like to see in the future, also drop those down in the comment section below. And if you guys liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.